You said what you saw at the state level was out-and-out cronyism, to put it in its mildest form. Would you repeat what you said about that?
Well, what we saw, and I wouldn't have believed this, Mr. Chairman, I didn't expect this from my past life, frankly, but as soon as we began to enforce the law in North Carolina on behalf of local citizens, and I agree with you, local communities need to maintain their ability to defend themselves. That's where the authority needs to be, in the people, not just in the government. But as soon as we started enforcing the law, in my experience, when I grew up in Oconee County, South Carolina, when law-abiding people report law breaking to the law enforcement authorities, I expect the law enforcement authorities to communicate and work with the law-abiding people who reported it. But what we discovered in official documents is almost as soon as these events were reported to the state and the utility's lobbyists and its lawyers immediately began meeting with the state law enforcement authorities. They weren't meeting with us, they were meeting with them to come up with the strategy to do us in. And the very things we reported later formed the basis of the criminal guilty pleas to federal crimes in response to charges brought by the United States Department of Justice. And as I said before, 17 days after those Duke Energy companies pleaded guilty 18 times to 9 crimes and were placed on federal, nationwide criminal probation, their executives were hosted at a private dinner at the governor's mansion with the state's chief environmental law enforcement officer, which had pending at that time a number of charges against Duke Energy.